Relationships end for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes breakups for the best, and other times, not so much. That said, if there's one good thing to come out of any breakup, it's the opportunity to not only evaluate your relationship, but also to see how it can be improved. If you've done some serious thinking and believe that the best thing you can do right now is to win your ex back, then stay tuned, because I have just the text messages for you. Hey ladies, Amy North here. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a relationship coach from the West Coast of Canada and author of the Devotion System, a program I've designed to help women around the world find and lock down the love they want and deserve. And today I want to share with you the types of texts you can send your ex-boyfriend to get him back. Now, chances are you've heard about the no contact period by this point, but for those of you who haven't, I'll just quickly explain. The no contact period is 30 days during which you cut off all communication with your ex. That means no texting, no calling, no messaging him online, showing up at his house, the works. It's also important that you don't silently stalk his Facebook or Instagram and avoid keeping tabs on his every move. Of course, there will be situations where cutting off communication isn't possible. For instance, if you work together or have children, but in those scenarios, you'll want to keep contact to an absolute minimum and avoid talking about anything other than the responsibilities you share. During the no contact period, you're going to want to focus on yourself. This means taking up new hobbies, spending time with friends and family, just doing the things that make you happy. Doing so is important for a couple of reasons. First, it'll help distract you from wanting to contact your ex, which will do wonders for winning him back. And second, it'll make him miss you. Here's why. The thing is, there's a good chance that your ex expects you to go crawling back to him, begging for another chance to save your relationship. When you do the opposite then, it'll surprise him and even make him wonder why you haven't reached out and what you're so busy doing. In other words, he'll be missing you. This is where the second benefit comes in. When your ex's curiosity gets the best of him, he's going to check in on you. Maybe this means calling or texting. Ignore both of these if he does. Or perhaps he'll check out your Facebook page or ask mutual friends about you. So, when you keep yourself busy and surround yourself with those you love, your ex will see that you're not sitting around heartbroken about the breakup. Instead, he'll realize what a fun, full life you have, and believe me, he'll want to be a part of it again. Of course, there are many tricks and tips I could share for winning your ex back through strategies like the no contact period and social sites like Facebook, but for this video, let's just stick to texting. Just keep in mind that before you send any of the messages I'm about to share with you though, that you make sure you've let at least a month of no contact pass. Got it? Lovely. Now, before I jump into the heart of this video, I'd like to quickly ask that if you enjoy it or find what I share here helpful, then please take a moment to click the subscribe button below. Not only will I appreciate your support, but it's you ladies who allow me to keep coming out with new content for you. So please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, now let's talk texting. To keep things as simple as possible, I've come up with 3 types of text messages you can send your ex to make him miss you and want you back. To make it even easier, I've decided to call these the triple R texts, which will be reminder, remember, and reminisce. Let's start with the first R, reminder. Since it's been some time since you and your ex were in contact, you're going to want to warm him up to the idea of hearing from you again. And the best way to do so is by sending him short, thoughtful messages that don't ask for a response. For instance, if your ex is really into art and you know there's a new exhibit coming to town, then you could mention that. Or if he's really into a particular sports team or activity, then use those as your Kickstarter. So, to start, pinpoint an interest of his. Just be sure it's one that you have something relevant to remind him of. For example, let's say he's a huge Radiohead fan. You could text him something along the lines of, "Hey, I saw Radiohead is going on tour this summer. I thought you'd want to know because I know how much you've been wanting to see them live. Hope all is well." Or, "Hey, I just want to let you know that Parks Canada is giving away free discovery passes for the year to celebrate the country's 150th birthday. I know how much you love camping, so I thought I'd let you know. Hope all is well." Again, these messages are thoughtful and don't ask for anything in return. They're simply reminders to let your ex know that even though you haven't been reaching out to him, he still crosses your mind from time to time. Of course, it can be tough to get your ex to think about you positively, especially if your relationship ended on a sour note. That said, these reminder text messages can be your best bet for making that switch and getting on his good side again. If you're interested in learning more ways to make your ex think about you positively, then I highly suggest that you visit my site and watch the free video presentation. The URL is www.coachnorth.com/texting, and I'll be sure to post that link in the description below as well. Now, moving on to the next star text message to send your ex, and it's remember text. Now, unlike in the first message, this is the kind of message that's going to ask for a response, and the goal here is to do one thing. That's to remind your ex of an experience you shared together. Well, it sounds pretty straightforward. There's actually more to it than you think, and the key here is to be subtle. So, as much as you may think that texting your ex completely out of the blue to remind them of a great night you spent together could do you good, you don't want to do that. At least not now and not so bluntly. Again, you want to be subtle here. So, to do so, start by thinking of a memory you and your ex experienced. Maybe it's a road trip you went on together, or perhaps it's a nice anniversary dinner you shared. Whatever you do choose, just be sure to pick a memory that will stand out and stir up emotion in your ex. Next, you're going to want to reference that memory by asking a question about it. For example, if on your road trip you stumbled across a hidden beach, or while away one weekend you visited a great diner, then those are the things you're going to ask him about. In order for this to work though, your ex needs to genuinely believe that you don't already have the answer you're looking for. So again, you do want to ask about a very specific one-of-a-kind experience. If you ask him the name of the restaurant the two of you used to eat at weekly, then he probably expects you to already know what it's called. Or he may even think you're not very bright if you don't. So, now that you have a memory in mind, you're going to want to text him a remember text. An example could be something along the lines of, "Hey Chris, remember that beach we discovered on our road trip to Tofino? What was it called? I'm hoping to go back this weekend, but I don't know the name of it. Hope all is well." Or, "Hey, remember that little Italian restaurant we went to for our 2-year anniversary? What was the name of it again? I'm hoping to go there tonight, but I can't think of what it's called. Hope all is well." As you'll see in both of those examples, you're asking your ex to remember something special you shared together and creating the opportunity for him to text you back. Better yet, you're also going to get him wondering who you're going there with. Is it a friend? Could it be another guy? Who knows? Either way, you'll be making him miss you and perhaps even a little bit jealous, which can do wonders for winning him back. So, to summarize here, a remember text is asking him to recall a memory you shared together and setting him up for a response. If he does reply to your message, answer with a simple thanks. Now, the third R text for getting your ex back is the reminisce text. Even though this kind of message doesn't necessarily ask for a reply, you may want to hold off on sending it until you've already reached out to your ex at least a couple times. Since reminisce text messages are extremely emotional and powerful, chances are sending one is going to cause a reaction, which again is why it's good to wait until you've already been in touch with your ex at least a couple times before sending one of these. When it does come time to send a reminisce text, the secret is to think of a sensual experience you shared in as much detail as possible. Maybe it's a passionate makeout session you had in the rain, or perhaps it's a night you spent in each other's arms in front of the fire. There's no right or wrong memory here, as long as it's one that's arousing or will get his mind racing. When you send the text, start it off with, "I was just thinking about the time we," and go from there. I'll say it again because I know how crucial it is for this kind of message to be successful, so do not leave out any details. That is, unless they're negative. For instance, if you spent an amazing weekend at the cottage together, but got into an argument about directions, then yes, leave that out and focus on the positive. When done correctly, this kind of message will make your ex not only miss you, but he'll also start to question if breaking up was such a good idea. At this time, he'll come crawling back to you. Well, that's about all the time I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about what I've covered here or text messages of your own you'd like to share, then please do so in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you, and I always do my best to answer each of you personally. Again, if you found this video helpful, then please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and share it with your girlfriends. Not only will I appreciate the ongoing support, but I'm sure your lady friends will love that you're looking out for their love lives too. Lastly, if there's a video topic that you'd like me to cover, then just let me know. But before you do, check out my channel, because who knows, the video you're hoping for could already be out there waiting to be watched by you. So then, until next time, ladies, take care and good luck.